Hi everyone. So this video demonstration is going to be on how to do wrist rolls. It's going to be two parts. One is going to be with your hands clasped together. So interlace your fingers like so, and you want to have your hands kind of up by your chest, elbows kind of tucked in, and then you're going to make circles with your hands. So you're going to think about rotating and flexing. So rotating and flexing. So it's twist, bend back, twist, bend back. And just kind of over and over, each time bending the wrist backwards. So the front wrist bends down. And then you're going to go the other direction. And so now you can think about the front wrist. I guess the front wrist is still bending down, but you're going to be going in the opposite direction, basically. This is kind of like a coordination challenge, but you want to try and think about getting your wrist moving in all the ranges of motion here. And that's the first part of that. The second part is going to be doing just nice gentle rotations of your wrist. And this is thinking about taking your middle fingers and making as big a circles as you can. So you come in, you go down, you go out, reaching out to the side and down. I like to splay my fingers while I'm doing this. So you're just kind of working on getting as much range of motion as you can. And you're going the other way. I'm trying to reach out, bending down. You can have your hands down if you want to do this, up at 90 degrees, whatever's most comfortable. Focus being on making sure you're getting that full movement in the wrist. And if you want to, as some extra, you can also just do straight curls and extensions. If you're doing the rolls properly, you don't really need to do the curls and extensions because you should be getting those muscles anyways, but it can be kind of nice to work on just that flexion aspect. You don't want to do that in isolation. You still want to get the rotational capacity. But if you're wanting to be a little bit more strict with it, you can do the curls, and then you can do point and flex this way. If you're finding like the twisting is irritating on you, you can do straight and then up and down. But having the control to go in the full circles, both directions, is going to be a little bit better to work on. So. Yeah, it's just spinning the hands, you know, nice getting rotation in there. Is there anything else? Oh, actually, yeah, there's a third aspect to this for rotation of the wrist. Kind of into the elbow, but still in the wrist joint, which you can consider a wrist roll, is down and over. So this is technically elbow, the bones of your forearm rotating around, but you're still utilizing the wrist. That is kind of one of the other side of the wrist. So twisting it down and then out. Trying to really think about rotating. So your thumb is trying to point down to the ground and then your thumb's pointing down to the ground, and try to avoid having the elbows kick out to the side. This one you do need to do at 90, because if you do here, you're going to go up into the shoulder. So 90 degrees, open and down. Down. And there we go. That is a good way to get basically every kind of motion you can put through the wrist, nice and warmed up and moved around, and you kind of play around with it. So just, you know, wiggle the hands, move around, feel out everything. You can play with having fists while you do this. I like to involve fingers just to get that extra bit of work in, but being strict with that, you can get a little bit more flexion in the forearms if you make a tight fist as you curl, because you're stretching things. So a lot of things to mess around with on this. Just have fun with it.